If you don't smile, which I never do, you do like a little funny face, and it's ingrained on the internet forever. That's a rookie mistake that I've made many a time. But yeah, good everyone. Welcome to this how to Q&A session. More so a walk through this morning with myself, Tip Kamala, and Quin Thomas on my left or right, depending on whatever Zoom decides to show. And yeah, we're just going to run through our new tool, Checkable. It's going to be semi-informal. We'll kind of explain to you what Checkable is, what you can get out of it, and then please, any questions on social media, on Zoom, on LinkedIn, or whatever you're watching it. If you're watching on a recording, send us an email. We're more than happy to get back to you. But yeah, let's get started with a bit of a screen share. And sweet. So let me know if you can see that.
Yeah, I can see that all good.
Nice. So check the walkthrough. So I won't spend too much on the slides because that's the boring part, right? And then we'll spend a bit more time on the, I guess, going through it. And then, you know, any questions, places that people are getting stuck, we're more than interested to know. So please let us know. So Checkable is DigitalBoost's new website diagnostic tool. Diagnostic tool being like a warrant of fitness check or something like that. It helps business owners like you better understand your online presence. It's developed by MB. So, you know, it's very safe, fast, and it's completely free for all New Zealand businesses, which is like really exciting. And, you know, it's definitely something that overseas, I feel like people pay a lot of money for. So we're really lucky here to have it. And I guess the whole point of Checkable is to improve your website and your social media presence to the best it could be, essentially, empowering you in ways of learning. So, you know, like what steps you need to do to improve all of this, because I guess often a big question we get is, what do I do now? So yeah, as I mentioned, we won't spend too much time on the slides, but you know, it's a website diagnostic tool. It looks at your website and identifies where you can make improvements to optimize your website. It gives you a personalized plan. So based on the results, it identifies the areas you should focus on to make the biggest impact to your website and business. So it's not like, I mean, yes, it will give you like 12 different things you can think about, but it will also give you personalized things, you know, depending on your industry and what you select when you sign up, which you'll see. It helps you, I guess, figure out, you know, what's most important to you in your business. And sometimes it's those little baby steps, which can be quite important. Learn and grow. So if you are an existing user of DigitalBoost, you'll know that our bread and butter of sorts for the last 12 to, I guess, 14 months or whatever it was, is short videos and learning guides, which help you understand topics. And same here, we have short videos and learning guides to help you understand why the checks we run are important and how you can make these changes to your website. So a little snapshot of what it looks like. So you can see that there is, you know, different layers. So there's compliance, visibility, customer experience, social media, site speed and productivity tools. And you can see down the bottom, there's like easy business wins, etc. We're going to go into this anyways, but just to give you like a little snapshot of what it looks like when you're in. Yeah, so check and improve. So, you know, after each test, you can download a guide which provides more information about each test and tips on what to do next. So again, very educational. You know, it tells you what you need to fix, and you can kind of see, hopefully it says top priority. If you focus on one thing to improve your digital presence, make it this. So that's a really easy, quick, like, you know, this is really important to you. Shouldn't take too long, hopefully. And yeah, we definitely do how to do it. And yeah. So how does it work? Most of you should be signed up and watching on social media, but you know, you sign up for DigitalBoost, you enter your URL, you see your results, you get a digital action plan, which is the areas you should focus on so you can manage your time and efforts the best. And then you can understand each check via short videos, learning guides, and helpful tips. And you can make the changes after that. Your business summary. So yeah, it also gives you like a little bit of summary where you can connect your financial details and then share it with your, you know, banker or your, you know, business partner or whoever you need to share it with. So yeah, so that's the boring slides. I will go to Checkable. So this is a little sneak peek of what Checkable looks like. You can still see that, Quin.
Yep.
Oh, so this is what Checkable looks like. You can see the top priority. You can see my results. You can see what I've done good, what I need to update. So yeah, basically let's log out. So we're going to start from fresh. And then, yeah, any questions, please let us know wherever you are. And if you have any questions following this, send us an email at support@digitalboost.co.nz. I believe that's the email. But yeah, we're going to sign up here. I know most of you will sign up, but just for those who watch this later on or who are watching some social, we'll do it really quickly though. So, I won't go too much into the sign up process, but yeah, you sign up as usual. And then if you are a new one, you will see that there are some new questions. So let's sign up. Accept terms and conditions, but I've already read them, so don't you worry, everyone. Cool. So once you're in, there are also some questions. Again, I'll probably speed run this a bit because most of you already done it, but really important to pick what is true to you, because we can send personalized content recommendations and the experiences tailors ever so slightly to you. So let's go Charles.Jordan. Okay, let's go. Should we just do it on Digital Boost? Let's do that. So do your website here. If you don't have a website, you can skip this for now. You can always add it in later, or if you have trouble, let us know. But I'll try it on Digital Boost. It might be a bit funny because it's a bit of a weird website. Okay, that's true. Because it's a government website. What's a website for?
Why don't you go for, I'll paste you on just a moment.
Yeah, but essentially just it should work with your whatever website. Just make sure you add the www on it. And yeah, let's move that. Hey Dean, good to see you. Funnily enough, Dean is right in front of me because he paid a visit to the lab. So it is quite nice. Right, perfect. Thank you. Cool. Apologies for the delay. Cool. Unsplash.com. Let's just go start.com. So I'm just going to do this again. Cool. So once you put in your website, you can put in your social media as well. So yeah, important to note that make sure you do follow the, I guess, the format here, because it sometimes doesn't work if you don't. So you can see at Digital Boost, facebook.com/Digital Boost. You get the idea. I know that sometimes it is a bit difficult, or you don't have time, you don't have them all. You can just go click on I will add this later, and you can add it at a later time. Industry as well, make sure you pick what's relevant to you, because we sometimes send emails written by like thought leaders or specific to different industries. If your industry isn't here, please let us know because you know, we have just updated a list and you know there could be a few that we're missing. Do let us know. Same with region, especially now that we're a bit more in person, able to do things in person. We haven't done many yet, but you know we're definitely keen to go out and about and you know meet the DB whānau around the country. Same here. Again, we personalize these for you, but since I've done this sign-up process a million times, you can imagine. I know exactly what to click. Okay, cool. So we're in Digital Boost. If you've used Digital Boost before, you know, the screen is slightly different, but you know, you can watch the video on Checkable or you can get started on Checkable. Everything is still here. So let's get started. And for those who just joined us, we've just started getting to Checkable, so we joined at the perfect time. Cool. So when you're in Checkable, you know, it does take a few minutes to load your results depending on the website size. In hindsight, stuff is probably a big website for it to check, but that's okay. And then, yeah, so, you know, you can read all the info and then, you know, you can see what your top priority is. So I need to update my Google Business profile, but you do need to link it first. So I feel like a lot of people will get this as I guess, an option for now, but nothing to worry about. You just need to link it first. And yeah, you can see, you know, what your website results are. So compliance, so, you know, what's an SSL certificate? Well, funny you asked that, because if you click into it, it lets you know what your certificate is and when it expires. You can watch a video hosted by Brendan, who you might have seen on Good Morning New Zealand, I believe, back in the day, or on the basketball courts. There's a video for every single thing. You can see that it's literally just under 3 minutes long. If you're more of a reader like myself, we've got a learning guide for each topic, so you can go into it a bit more and, you know, I guess print it off if you're a paper person, you know, and read what everything is. So yeah, definitely a good learning platform as well. So you see that we've already got one, so it's all good. But if you're interested in what it is, you know, there's more info on it. So if you go back to the main page, you can see, okay, compliance is great. Customer experience is pretty good. Stuff probably won't have e-commerce, but that's fine, right? But again, if you want to learn more about e-commerce, you can see, you know, what it's pulling. So it's looking for a product or service page, a checkout page, payment method, etc. Again, Brendan's here, always here to give us the information. You can read the transcript if you need. You know, you can learn what it is and why it's important, and yeah, related topics. So basically, you know, it's really good for learning. If you're interested in like customer experience in general, you can click on the see all or click on customer experience, and then you can see everything on customer experience. And then you can see that within it is website layout, contact form, and e-commerce. So there's essentially 3 levels of the website. There's the first level, which is the main dashboard, which is where you land. There's a second layer, which is, I guess, the big, I guess, the group of it. And then you can deep dive further into like the third layer. And then you can see, you know, website layout, contact form, e-commerce. And then you can see your digital action plan, which is download right now. Cool. Yeah, so you can see your digital action plan. You can see, you know, what's completed. So you can see, you know, I've got SSL, I've got a platform, I've got legal necessities, I've got all of this stuff, which is good. Easy business wins. So I need to connect my business. I know it's X. I've had some feedback that, you know, sometimes, you know, you're like, oh, I already have one, but no, you do have to connect it later, which is completely fine. And if you have any trouble with that, just let us know. And then for business intros, you can see, you know, how social media is going. Cool. Anything to add on Checkable so far? Have I got the Quin?
Yeah, I mean that's really the bulk of it, I'd say.
Cool, nice, amazing.
Yeah.
I'm really grateful to have Quin here to help guide doing this. So, you know, I know many of you have talked to Quin in the past. But yeah, so you can see in terms of site speed, room for improvement, social media, I need to link these things first. And then productivity tools is there. So essentially just have a play, you know, it is, you know, very customized. It's different for everyone. So, you know, don't be scared to ask questions of us as well. You know, if you click on site speed, you can see, okay, it's slow. You can view the whole report to see what it means. Often it's something that you need to take to your web developer or something to have a look at, but some things, you know, if you understand what JavaScript is, you can edit that. And yeah, again, all these videos are really bite-sized, and you know, the learning guides are like written by the team, you know. So yeah, anything like that. Yeah, you can see your business summary, your social snapshot, and you'll get in touch. So yeah, you know, essentially compliance, yeah, is I guess how safe your website is for people to use, and it complies with privacy regulations. So this is like a really important, I guess, thing to think about. Customer experience is how your customers experience your website, clearly. You know, which is like your layout. You know, can they contact you? Can they buy off you pretty easily, or do they have to, or like a long process? Site speed, you know, how fast it loads on a mobile, tablet, or desktop computer. Obviously, this is really important for your users, but if you want to appear on Google or you know, pay for ads and stuff, they always consider how fast your website loads as well. Visibility is how visible your website is on search engines like Google or Bing or Yahoo still around maybe. So, you know, any broken links, you know, a sitemap, you know, if you want to learn more about it, you know where to find it, and that you have a Google business profile. And we do push a Google business profile because it's how you appear on Google Maps, and it's how people can kind of find your phone number and your menu and your services pretty easily. So, you know, if you definitely don't have one, you know, I think we did have a big push for it last year. You know, it's definitely like such an easy thing small businesses should do just to give yourself some legitimacy as well. Because, you know, if there's like a new shop down the road and it looks pretty nice, but you're not sure if you want to stop on it, you might have a look online to see. Social media is pretty straightforward. So let's go to this. For Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, you do have to connect them. It's just it's an issue with, well, I guess it's not an issue, but it's a thing with Facebook because, you know, obviously they don't want to give your business data to everyone, so you do have to connect it. There is a help guide if you, you know, need to, I guess, figure out how to connect it. But, you know, let's connect it to Checkable, and then it will load. And yeah, Quin, I'm going to ask you what you think like the most useful parts of Checkable is, so you can have a think on that. Cool. So Facebook is a bit slow today, but you can see that when you're on here, it will ask you to link. So, you know, let me link my Digital Boost page. Oh, this is nice. I've got like, if you can see, I've got like the only sunlight in Auckland on my face right now. It's been pretty bad up here. I don't know about the rest of the country, but cool. You can see that it's linked. It's pulled through our followers, how many we're following, how many days since our last post, how many posts we have in total. And if you do want to disconnect, it's really easy. It's literally a click of a button. And then, yeah, again, it will show you your most popular posts. It will show you, you know, all your posts, I guess the last few posts. A fast fact. So we've got heaps of these facts about Checkable, which is really nice. So it's fourth most popular social network worldwide by number of users. And yeah, so that's Instagram. And if you want to go back to social media and learn about social media, you can do it here. Again, I'll just play around with it and have a play. And if you need help, there's a link to contact us on the top of every page on Checkable. And you do end up talking to Quinn and myself. So yeah. So yeah, without going too deep into it, because everything is, quite detailed once you get into it. Yeah. If you do need to go back to it from the homepage, you can click on my checkable results. It's always going to be here. And then it will take you to Checkable. And yeah, here we are again. If you need to change a website, you can let us know. Yeah.
If you need multiple websites, if you have multiple websites under either multiple businesses or different business units within your company, you'll have to set up more than one account for each one, which shouldn't be too much of an issue. We already recommend that you would have a separate email address for each company. So yeah, if you sign up a separate account, you'll be able to monitor each of the websites.
Yeah, and just for transparency, the reason we do this is we don't want, I guess, like your website is your businesses, I guess. But yeah, cool. So that's kind of Checkable in a nutshell. And yeah, once you start, you can see that the Instagram started filling up. Once you connect your Facebook, this will fill up. Same with your Twitter. And yeah, that is Checkable 101. Again, it's tailored and specific to your website. So, you'll get the most use out of it if you add in your details. So yeah, Quinn, do you have any thoughts on what's on Checkable and what you think could be, I guess, helpful?
Yeah, I guess I would say that it's a really good way to get a quick view of how your website is. I know a lot of people, especially in small businesses, they're experts in what they do, and they're not necessarily experts in websites, and that's fully understandable. But what this does is it allows you to go to a developer or an expert in the area with a lot of confidence and a really clear set of things that you know that you need to improve, which can just make the difference between, having a dodgy developer or something who doesn't quite do what they said they were going to do or what you thought they were going to do. If you've got this report in your hand, you'll have an itemized understanding of, okay, I need to get an SSL certificate. I need to get this under control. And then you can go to them and be very clear about it, which helps to reduce things like going over budget or over time.
Yeah, definitely. And I guess that, to that point, I think the beauty of it is, not everyone will know how to edit your SSL certificate. Like I don't know, I can tell you how to do that, But the good thing is it kind of because there's learning resources as well, it lets you know, okay, we need to update this. This is what it is. So when you do talk to a developer, you're not as lost, I guess, talking, obviously, there's a lot of people who are great and can do it themselves. And, if you're one of those people, pat yourself on the back, because that's, a lot of things can change. So it's definitely a good skill to have. But if you are someone who, I guess, who doesn't know how to do that, and there's lots of things technical that I don't know how to do it. I'm more of a marketing person. I've got great, data people I know who can do it, but it's great because I can learn from it, and then I can just take this piece of paper to my developer and say, hey, I really need to update this, and that. Can you let me know how I can do this, or how much it will cost? And because I guess you're more knowledgeable on it from the things, and if you do want to bounce any ideas off us, please let us know. it's a lot easier to do that. And
yeah, and I guess
yeah,
it's also nice that it's these videos are kind of in the context in the report. So I know it can be really intimidating. For example, with an SSL certificate, if you searched on Google SSL certificate, there's a million people trying to tell you a million things. Most of them are also trying to sell you something at the same time. So I guess you can also have a bit of comfort in the fact that our videos are right there. So when we're talking about SSL certificates, the video is there. It's short. We cut all the jargon out of it. And you don't have to go hunting across the internet to try and find the information that you want.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, and again, also you've got just experts like not just Quinn and I, but there's a whole team of different experts who have got the only son again, my eyes now. The there's a whole team of experts that like guide you on things. We've got people who are a lot more technical than Quinn and I am, who can help with things or at least guide you in the right direction. I guess we're all kind of researchers in a way. So yeah, super exciting. And I guess we could ramble for another hour if you wanted on Checkable, but I think give it a go and see what comes up for your business. Any issues, please let us know, or if you think something is incorrect. We are running into like firewall issues where if we're running on people's sites, sometimes because your security is really good, it doesn't pick up everything. But yeah, definitely let us know what your thoughts, and yeah, I guess give it a go. And I hope that the guides kind of showed you how to navigate it a bit and how to find things. But again, if you need help finding things, let us know. But yeah, have a play. Do you have anything to add? And I guess Quinn, actually, if I ask, can I ask you like, what do you think is like something good that like why should people use Checkable? I'll put you on the spot.
Yeah. Well, I would say that it's a good idea to use Checkable, even if just to collect all of the bits of information in one place. We run a whole bunch of different tests, and I don't think there's any of these tests that are unique. These are things that you could go and order from other places. But the neat thing about Checkable is that it brings it all together. So yeah, you can kind of just keep an eye on it as you go.
Yeah, definitely. But cool. I guess we might leave it there unless you have anything else to add, Quinn. I feel like, we've given you like, I guess a quick little run through on like how it is and how you should use it and stuff like that. And definitely have a go and sing out if you need any help. We're here to help you. And yeah.
And I would just maybe finish that off by saying that it's still being developed. We are still taking suggestions and making improvements. So yeah, if you've got ideas, sing out, because it's not going to fall on deaf ears. Our developers are working to improve the site as we speak. So yeah.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, ka kite, everyone have a lovely Tuesday. I was going to say it's Wednesday, but we're not there yet. And yeah, we'll see you tomorrow at 10 a.m. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your day. I hope the weather's nicer than up in Tamaki Makaurau. It is a bit cloudy. It looks like it's going to rain soon, but that's okay. See you later.
Bye now.